It says it's recording.
Welcome everyone to another exciting episode of Mastronaut, featured in Pyrogal, starring our wonderful heroes, Puddle,
Ha.
Spencer,
I'm a cat.
Transient,
What's up?
Jace, Dahlia,
Yo.
and Redwish, who is currently not here at the moment. Real life has happened, but it's all right. His character will be handling his situation here shortly. So, starting back up from the top, our hero stumbled upon a strange sight as Wilda's dad, Cyrus, has been apprehended by officers in front of the supermarket in the food sector of Pyrogol. As they try talking to the cops about the situation, Wilda is then confronted by her schoolyard bullies, who try to intimidate her in front of her new friends. Just as they are about to butt heads, a strange noise echoes across the supermarket, followed by the citizens' new behavior. What is causing this unique madness to spread, and where are these sounds coming from? Find out today. And starting from the beginning, as everyone is slowly is actually hearing this weird jabbering noise, sort of like you find yourselves having to fight off this weird ethereal grapple of madness upon you. I want to say most of you have already brushed it off, thankfully.
No, we never rolled.
Okay, sorry.
I just figured out it was happening.
Only Transient rolled and he succeeded.
Right. So with Transient having rolled, I will need everyone else to roll, and I will roll for Redwish before he enters his phone as it starts to slowly.
So I'll roll when I arrive.
You good?
What are we rolling?
Will.
Will save.
Okay.
Oh, I'm feeling this.
Ooh.
Unless I
Wait, Puddle's out of pennies, isn't she?
No, I have full pennies. I've been wanting to fail this.
don't. Let's see here. What is my will save as basic expenses? Wait, hold on. Am I in basic or am I in?
I believe you're without the wings right now.
Not have wings.
Yeah, I'm without the wings, so that's a +2. I thought it was a -2. Gosh darn it. That's a 6. Let me see how many bunnies I have left.
Message failed to load.
Yeah.
Oh. 1d+1.
I have none.
I did pretty good.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
Yeah, no, I've got almost full.
I used
Okay,
mine.
you have
I
full.
got a 6.
Okay. So from the successes, everyone else, Transient, Redwish, and Dahlia are able to brush off this weird grip of madness that tries to encroach upon their mental state. However, Wilda and Spencer both seem to start acting a bit off. Wilda, to everyone's surprise, starts shifting into her water form without having to hide, or without running around hiding. Unless Wilda was already in a water form. Wilda, remind me?
Nope. I was in the state where I was basically a water balloon in human skin.
So almost, but not quite.
So just as you guys thought she was about to burst, she goes full water, and you do see her start splitting off. At first, to two forms, where like what you originally saw back in the military secret base. She's pulling out her other self, her droplet. And she shrinks down to her normal size. And then she seems to split once more into a third body. All three starting to get a little bit smaller as well. As the third third body of water. This time having a few a few ice blocks forming around here and there over the amorphous body, starts to solidify and form up. Will you find yourself starting to get irrational and are vocally debating with yourself about whether or not to deal with the bullies now?
Okay. Just so that way you know, because I apparently, oh no, hold on, it's not 49 inches, it's 59 inches. Each one of the splits is about 20 inches tall.
How many splits are there again?
3.
3 right now.
So there's a little large, there's 3 about 1.5 feet tall. I want to say 1.5 feet tall.
1.5 feet tall. Foot in a half and a little bit more tall.
Essentially just
Less than 2 feet tall.
3 bodies less than 2 feet tall. So just coming up to about your waist, guys. Just barely coming up to your waist, as the 3 bodies of water seem to start having this impromptu argument or debate about what to do with the bullies. Spencer, as you attempt to get up and go over towards Wilda, you find yourself going translucent. Like you reach out an arm, and then the arms, to your field of vision, seems to vanish. And you're in a slight panic. You try to bring your arm back, and it comes back. So you look back. You look back over to make sure the rest of you is there, and your left arm is now missing. And as you start trying to make sure all your limbs are there, with every movement, a limb vanishes from view. And so you are now having some difficulties in trying to coordinate your body, as you constantly feel like a part of you disappears, only to reappear once you start moving.
So all I need to do is keep moving?
Ish. Every movement, you feel like you regain a limb, you lost a limb. Move back, move that limb again, you regain that limb, you lost a different limb. So you're moving, and you're always just short a random limb.
All right. Go ahead.
Everyone else sees both the other characters start having a little bit of antics amongst themselves, as everyone hears Red Wish's phone goes off. Hello? Hello, Mother. Why, of course. I'll see you shortly. I will have to pause on our... Huh?
Even the impressions of him make me happy.
Hello, Mother. I require to leave to the store.
Hello. Yes, I will be happy to assist you and acquire these.
I have to go take care of something.
Oh, goodness.
That's exactly how it would go.
It's just, I love it. It's like the best character concept.
And yes, I love that. I love that transient.
So as he finishes his phone call, he looks over towards the nearest member of the group, which I would believe would be either Dahlia or Transient at the current moment, while Jace is still hovering closer and closer. Now, I want to say approaching 300 feet from where the group is in the air.
Sure, we'll go with it.
Transient and Dahlia, you both hear him go, I have an important thing to meet. I have an important situation to meet with my parents. I apologize. I must dismiss myself for a bit. I'll see you all inside, if you're still alive. As he begins to make his way towards the supermarket.
We really need to get him off that whole we're LARPing thing, don't we?
I think it's fun, Dahlia says.
From here, as you guys continue looking around with your slight banter after Red Wish walks into the supermarket, the jabbering is still hanging in the air consistently. The bullies who are standing on top of each other's shoulders trying to intimidate you guys is now approaching closer towards the three bodies of water that are going through arm movements of pointing at the three girls with an angry intent from the puddle with ice on it to indifferent shrug and turn away from the initial droplet form. Wilda, how are you reacting to this right now?
Let's see. Without her anger and without her indifference, she's quivering. She's afraid.
I heard afraid. That's all I needed to hear.
And she's kind of looking for somewhere to hide. But she also wants her dad.
Indifferent and anger are trying to catch her attention about what to focus on, as indifferent makes a simple case of going for the father, while anger wants to start attacking the girls post haste. How do you want to talk? How do you want to phrase this to them, or what will the phrase or say to them?
Nothing. She's just gonna go towards the police car.
Towards the police car.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the angry version of you mutter, "Scared witless, but still runs to danger." Is she stupid without us as well? Spencer, you yourself are still trying to keep have all your limbs in the forefront. And as you get closer to where Wilda's at, you manage to have both arms there, but you find yourself like hopping on one leg as you're moving. Not the same leg because it's constantly shifting in between, but you're finding yourself hopping pretty much.
Hop. Well, let's see here.
You do
My
see.
first instinct is to protect Wilda.
All right. So you're just gonna stay close to which Wilda?
Do I know that they're all Wilda?
They all seem to be Wilda, just with different accents, and they all smell like Wilda, and they all sound like Wilda. For all intents and purposes, you cannot tell which Wilda is which because they are all Wilda.
Spencer thinks really hard for the next half a second before he has both arms, right?
At the current moment, yes.
He will use all of his willpower. Basically, just you can tell he doesn't like touching water, but at this point, he's kind of used to Wilda being water. But he knows that he has to protect her. So the first thing he does is look at the girls who are coming forward menacingly, and he sees Wilda, all three of her, just kind of being scared and going towards the police car. So his first natural instinct is to separate her from the terrifying girls so that she's not afraid. So the first thing I do is make the girls less scary. Because I used to be a cat, do I know that things that look taller are scarier?
You think things that are snake-shaped are scarier, so you put your ears back.
That's true. but it's more like
You get
natural
a
instinct
cucumber and
of
wave it
bigger
at them
size.
menacingly.
Yeah, bigger size means scarier, basically, in the animal world. I'm wondering if I know that or not.
Yes, you would know that without needing to roll anything.
Oh my gosh, this is the scariest thing Spencer's ever seen. But
Even with the -3, I mean, it is a base 5. It is a base 5 to know, and even with a -3 plus 10, you still need to check to know that something bigger could be scarier.
do I need the okay? So what check do I need to do?
You didn't need to make a check. I was double checking your passive.
Okay. So let's see here. -3 intelligence, -3 reflex. First thing I'm going to do is see if I can rearrange the girls into a less threatening formation.
All right, before you go, before I make you give that roll, Transient and Dahlia, you both are watching the antics between your friends and the bullies start to commence as they get closer to each other. You also see the 3 officers leave the 3 officers that were on lunch leave the car and start heading towards the sleeping judge with the intent to wake him up.
Ah, shit. Tell you what, Transient, how about I try to run interference for the officers and you try to figure out what that dumb barking noise is?
I can make the attempt. Let's see if we can
Alright.
locate where it's at first.
Dahlia is, actually, no, wait. Dahlia says, hang on. Let's switch jobs. You try to distract the officers. I'm gonna try to sniff him out since that's how I figured it out the first time.
Probably a better idea, yeah.
Alright, Dahlia is going to use her nose and lean into her hunger to try to find what doesn't smell fake or influenced.
Alrighty. And Transient, what will you be doing?
I'll be approaching the 3 officers, touching 2 of them on the shoulders, and draining them.
All right. So before I have you guys roll, Jace, you're coming down to about the 240 range of feet as you're starting to see where everyone is at with the supermarket. From your bird's eye view, you're able to see the group in front of the supermarket starting to spread out. So you see Transient starting to go towards the police officers. You see Dahlia getting ready to duck into the to start looking around, preparing to duck into the shadows to make quicker movement. You see Wilda split into 3 bodies and start to discuss amongst herself before the original portion that shrunk started heading towards the cop car that seems to hold Mr. Thrussell in there. You also see Spencer standing before 3 girls on top of each other in what seems to be a ready stance as he seems to be preparing to make any motions. From what you can see in your area, without needing to roll, Jace, your field of vision seems to spy on the top of the supermarket what can only be described as like a slug-like body with a dog head standing upright.
How would Jace react? So, can I see the weird things that are happening on the ground?
You can see the people acting strangely. You can see you see the group in front of the supermarket. That includes the few civilians that were interacting with your friends, and you see you're starting to see them do strange antics. You can see a group of people caught up in a mix of what seems to be a supermarket sweep, but instead of being at the supermarket, they're at the adjoining pizza shop, or at the pizza shop that's across from the street. And all around you do see bits of. You can't tell if it's crime being committed or if it's just people being mind controlled or tossed into a bit of a frenzy. But there is a loose panic going on in the streets, but it's not full blown riots, nor is it coherent to be considered a mass hysteria. If that makes any sense. Kiddo, what are you doing? You were on the arm. Sorry. What do you want to do, Jace?
I would like to disembark from Rockin' Prime and kind of fly up in the air. Because something's clearly going weird here. And once I have disembarked Rockin' Prime in his wheelchair form, I would like to command him to go down towards Slug Dog.
While still in hover chair form?
Yes, just for now, hover cart form.
Alrighty. So as you're floating up, you do see your chair. I keep wanting to say hover car. You do see your hover chair start speeding down towards Slug Dog. At this point, everyone, initiatives.
Alrighty. Initiative.
And I will not roll Red Wish initiative because he is currently inside now.
18.
Spencer's is 28. Dahlia's an 18.
Okay.
Grace is a 9.
I was seeing if the numbers were the same.
Dahlia 18. Spencer 28. Jace 19. Transient 12. And Puddle is 14.
Spence, I don't remember you having a plus 14 in base form.
Wait, what?
It's been a while since we've done a combat, so.
I have it in the form that I have right here. The most recent one that I've done. I haven't changed anything, but it's been
I'm
like that
looking.
for a while.
I'm looking at it, and as far as I can tell, it is set at a plus 14 for initiative. His other form, Protector, has a 2 for initiative.
We just haven't seen this one, I guess.
I'm checking the rolls to make sure, like previous rolls. Let me check. Search from.
Puddle is a 14.
Yep. I've had it before.
Puddle, can I also get 2 more rolls from you? One for Droplet, one for Angry?
Okay.
I want to say both with the same stats as well.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
technically you.
actually on Droplet's on Droplet sheet now because that's what the stats would be.
All right. Droplet has a 23. 23. Anger has an 11. Next, I need to make all the group 5 group rolls. No benefits. They would have their benefits, just a plus 1 to everyone here. Okay.
20, 9, 16, 8, 9.
That was a 9. Yep, that was a 9. 9. Three officers were at 16. He's at an 8, and then this last group. Is at a 9. All right, so. And those would be the last two. And there's the initiatives. So starting at the top, Spencer, you're barely keeping both arms in full view while you're constantly switching between one leg, hopping around, while acknowledging that these bullies are trying to be scarier by standing on top of each other. What do you want to do?
Well, first, obviously, I dismantle their offense by making sure they're not as tall as they, initially should be. So I gently, with, held back strength, disassembled their formation.
All right.
Grabbing one of the legs of the second one and of the third one and gently setting them down.
Go ahead and give me a. Let's see. You're trying to be careful with this. I would say sleight of hand roll with a -2 due to the effects of the mad field that you're in, since you are currently under the influence.
Okay, so there'll be a +2 then on the roll period. That'll be a 17 DM.
All right. So while trying to keep timing, since you are trying to juggle with 3 limbs instead of 4, not counting your tail, you do manage to safely pull the bullies apart from each other and get them onto an even footing with themselves. That is your action.
That is my action, but I'm not letting go of them. Is that okay?
You're gonna grapple? You're attempting to grapple too, or?
Well, I did have to grab them to disassemble them, technically.
True. Okay.
That's my question. Do I push one out of the way and they just calmly fall on their feet? Or, yeah, that's why I meant by grab.
I'm gonna say for right now, you're not holding on to them tightly enough to where they can't run from you or move from you.
Yeah. I need to be in a safer position in my next course of action would be to move them as far away from this area as possible. So in that case, I'd need to take another turn to do that. So I'm going to stay right where I am because I'm in prime position to protect Wilda. That's what I'm going to do. Is there any way I can do that will save again? Or would that be another action?
I think you get. Is it like D&D where you get will saves at the end of every turn?
That is up to the DM.
I have to double check that ruling, in truth. I'm trying to think on it, but it's not coming up to mind at the current moment.
It'll depend on the power. Depends on how the power was designed.
Field effect. I want to say it's based off of senses. I want to say affects senses. uh.
Hello?
Case. They're muted.
Maybe he's typing something to someone? Or he's got family calling him.
Possibilities.
I mean, the kid was doing something dangerous earlier, so.
Yeah.
All right. In order to, it would either be an action or a move to attempt it. So since you haven't moved yet, go ahead and give me a will save.
Alrighty. Let me go ahead and go back into the thing here. Who's in there? All right. And here rolls 1d20 plus 2. Plus 2. That is a 9. I did better than last time.
You did not get rid of the effect. You are still having issues. You are still at a loss of a limb.
But it's slightly better because at least this time it's not like.
It's still 3 degrees.
It's still
Yeah,
3 degrees, but like slightly
No,
better.
there's no. I don't think there's a sliding scale, my dude.
I like to imagine things. I'm allowed to flavor. Anyways, kidding.
I like to imagine it. Maybe you just have a one digit sticking out of the stump.
Just imagining that Spencer thinks it's doing better, but it's really not. Anyways, that's my turn.
All right. Moving on to the next person in our initiative count, Droplet. Droplet, having agreed to, well, shoot, what did we have Droplet agree to? Because
Droplet was trying to get an answer, and Wilda was like, I want my daddy.
oh
Wilda
boy,
wandered
oh boy, there she goes. I'll keep pace with her. You help Spencer, all right? And Droplet will start making motions over towards Wilda. You over towards original puddles, and then continues moving towards where Cyrus is. I want to say Wilda would be, or Droplet would be making an attempt to break open the door.
Yeah, Droplet has a 2-inch strength. Yes, Droplet has a
All right.
2-inch strength. Uh,
So, Puddles, you do see a version of yourself attempt to squeeze in between the crevices
mhm.
of the door and try to sort of like pop it open, like how, like you ever seen one of those balloons that they squeeze into a door?
Yes.
But while she is trying to force it open, her mass does not seem to be big enough, or she's not, or she's spreading herself too thin in trying to balloon this portion, and the door is not giving.
That's fair.
Oh, so that will be her turn. It is now the bully's turn, as the bullies regroup themselves and look over at Spencer, who is hopping in place to them. Oh my God! What an adorable kitten! I can't believe Will a puddle over there has a cute cat like this following her. The bullies attempt to grapple Spencer.
Wait, what? Okay. If they're trying to grab me, I am not resisting because obviously they've said the magic words kitten and cute and
And double checking. Spencer. Was not expecting that.
Sorry, that's like the thought process that I think that she has.
You're not wrong. Trying to remind myself about grappling. Which area is it in? Interactions. I want to. Would it be? Remind me, if you're attempting to grapple, it's the grappler's athletics versus someone's acrobatics, or is it strength versus someone else versus athletics?
I honestly can't
So-
remember.
A grab attack in this system is you make the attack with your fighting capability, and then they have to make a saving throw. Either, I think this one's an active.
So it'll be
There's a
athletics,
D-
right?
Because there's a DC against it.
All right, Spencer.
I am looking it up. Grab standard action. If success. Okay. So you have to make a melee attack against them. If successful, the target gets a resistance check against your strength using strength or dodge.
All right. So I want to say did hit. Looking at it, his looking at his dodge, it's less than a 19.
It'd be a parry because it's melee.
Still less.
still less.
His parry would only be a 15. Wait, yeah, it's still would only be a 15. So that does hit. Spencer, I will need your choice of a dodge or strength check.
I'll take a
Or
strength
I can-
check. Why not?
Or you can choose to fail it.
I'm choosing to feel it though.
All right, so you are grabbed and assaulted by an enormous, an inscrutable amount of pets from all three of the bullies, as you feel your ears being slightly scratched and slightly patted all around.
Oh my god, this is so horrible. Please stop. Okay, love it.
Spencer, you are dazed.
Dazed.
Traitor
And-
cat.
Moving on to
All they needed
Jace.
to do was say the magic words.
Jace, you're still about 240 and dropping in the air while flying, as you see Rock and Prime following your previous order and still in hover chair mode, gliding down towards the dog slug or slug dog. What do you want to do?
Well, nothing has happened that looks combat-like on the ground yet, considering it's just what appears to be Spencer being cuddled. So, yeah, Jace is gonna retain altitude and watch from a distance. Just stay within smiting distance, just in case.
All right. So you're pretty much ready in action for any motions.
If the slug dog reacts negatively to Rockin' Prime, I'm gonna smite that bitch with a lightning bolt.
Fair enough. Then we'll shift over to Dahlia. Dahlia, go ahead and give me that perception check that you were readying to try to find that slug dog.
Okay. Find my perception. Okay. Would help if I go to the hero roles section instead of just hanging out in initiative.
Quack.
1d20 plus 2. Wow.
Oh, looks like solid 19s today.
I like it.
You can tell the gibbering is definitely above you. But while it's not in the air where Jace is hovering at, you do kind of see his attention looking sort of above on the supermarket, which kind of gives you the vibe to go check check on the top of the supermarket roof.
Okay. How tall is the supermarket? Is it in range of a teleport?
Let me double check your teleport range because I want to say yes. As a supermarket normally is only like what, 2 stories, 3?
I assume less than that. Usually they're not 3 stories tall.
It's basically like a warehouse, so it's
Story and a half, give or take.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I should be good.
Yaddle walks 60 feet in the move, carrying 200 pounds. Yeah. 2 feet up. Let's say that'd be half. I want to say that would be about half the build. No. Be about 10. Push my brain. Let me think properly.
Story on average is around 10 to 15 feet tall.
10 to 15 feet?
Yeah.
Thank you.
On average.
So yeah, you're able to find a decent shadow poking out from like the pointed end of the front roof portion of the building as you slink into a nearby shadow being produced by one of the vehicles that are lining around the parking lot area that you guys are in.
And that's gonna get me on the roof?
Your thing says within 60 feet. If it's If you're only using about 5 feet to find 5 to 10 feet to find a shadow near you to teleport up there, and the story and a half is only about 20,
10 to 15.
10 to 15, about 25 at most. Yeah, you still have plenty of movement to teleport up there.
Yeah, so I teleport up onto the roof.
So as you get to the roof, you do see a couple of air vents areas, the air ducting that attaches to the roofing, strange dog-headed slug-like body. You see Rock and Prime still in hover chair forms, descending down at a proper speed. What do you want to do?
Alright, let me check my weapons. I'm trying to decide if I need to shoot the slug dog or what. Let me see. Actually, wait, I think I made some changes to some of my powers before. Let me see if it affects teleportation or not. Nope, that's not one of them, so I'm good. So, Dahlia is going to pull out her heavy pistol and say, "All right, slug dog, we can do this the easy way or the fun way." Can
Alrighty.
I roll to intimidate, please? Since I'm menacing the dog with a gun.
Is the easy way scaring it with a gunshot?
The
Go
easy
ahead
way
and-
is it surrenders. The
Go ahead
fun
and-
way is dog hunting. I wanted to make a duck hunting joke, but then it just kind of got sad. So, you know.
It happens. Go ahead and give me your attempt.
Okay. Actually, I've got my fear aura too, so I could just activate that. So let me see here. Yeah, that's just resisted by will, DC 14.
It's immune to will effects.
Oh, okay, then I'll roll intimidation the old-fashioned way. It would help if I don't misclick. Where the heck? I am not very scary.
You wave your pistolo around and make an obvious, life-threatening yell at this slug dog, but it continues jabbering. Its eyes don't even seem to focus on you. It just continues to jabber.
Okay, I shoot its tail. I
One more
start
time?
shooting at it. I shoot it.
All right, this is with the pistol, right?
Heavy pistol, yeah. So DC 19. Let me find my gunslinging stat. My gunshot shooting. This is the one thing I actually have points in, which is weird. Oh my gosh, a 3? Well, I have multi-attack, so I guess it's fine. Does a 14 hit?
It does not. The bullet flies overhead, missing it. You seem to have just been off by a couple millimeters.
Damn, that slug knows how to move.
Remind me how many attacks does the heavy pistol have for multi attack?
Let me see. It depends on what its damage is. I have let me see here.
Gadgets and
Damage
gear.
4 with and I have multi-attack on my character. Think. Or does pistol may not have it. Hang on, because I got that weapon.
Free device, easily removable.
See.
I'm not seeing multi attack on it.
Oh, okay. Then no. I just do the one.
If you have it on your character, you still get your character's multi-attack.
Okay. Let me see. Mm-mm-mm. See.
Ult, multi-attack.
No, I have it added to the assault rifle, to the cleaver, and to I have it added to literally every other attack. Wow, good job, Edward. You're so smart.
Oh, calm down. Sometimes a heavy pistol only needs the stopping power of one shot. Today's just not that day.
Yeah. She sighs, pockets the pistol, and pulls out the assault rifle for next time.
All right. So moving on over to the jury officers who were just touched. Go ahead and give me your reactive drain touching transient, since you had that ready and before I made you roll initiative.
Yeah, they need to make me a DC 16 Fortitude save for 2 of them.
2d20.
Double fisting your food, I see.
20 and an
One
11.
of them- Okay, so one of them's got 2 degrees of failure. The other one succeeds magnificently, as he looks at the one that he drained into. Let's see, I think that one is exhaustion. Your friend's not looking so good. Maybe you should take him and get him a little rest with the judge there. Ace.
You said exhausted, right?
Yes. One of them is the one that failed is exhausted. The one that succeeded had nothing happen to him.
Roger, Roger. Let me double check which one's exhausted. Hold. That's hinder and daze, right?
Correct. And it takes a rest to actually get rid of it, because it is also incurable.
All right. So you do see one of them. You do see the one that you did successfully drain almost drop to his knees, as he starts giving off that. I am tired. That nap didn't do me good. The other 2 officers go over. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. Up. As they grab the one that's exhausted and hobble over towards where officer
Judge.
where the judge is. One second. Okay. That's the one I forgot to add.
The judge was unconscious. He's taking a nap
Right.
from the previous training.
And okay, got that set up for them.
And then
So you-
I'll start heading over to the police car where Puddle's dad is at.
That was your reaction. It is still the officer's turn, and it would be Puddles before you.
I'll be heading that way on my turn. So
All right. So you see the officers drag the dazed and hindered one over to where the unconscious judge is, and sort of lay him down to help him relax as they both stand back up. that will be their turn. Puddle, you are witnessing Droplet attempt to open the door where your dad is at. Your
Yeah.
dad does seem to still be in a bit of a panic as he's beating against the door as well. What do you want to do?
Oh, I'm gonna assist. I'm gonna assist Droplet.
All right. So will you be attempting to do the same thing she's doing on a different portion of the door, or are you gonna try to remeld with
Yes.
her?
A different portion of the door.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and give me a strength check as you do the same thing. Find a big enough crevice to sort of like form into and start ballooning yourself.
Okay, so strength at this level is a 2. How about 19?
With with you giving her, helping her in this endeavor, and your newfound strength hitting it from two different angles, the door actually does pop open, along with Cyrus, who falls, sort of like tumbles down to the ground.
Well,
You see,
free action hug him.
all right, in your watery form, you enclose your short hug around Cyrus, who will respond on his turn.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do or say within 6 seconds?
No, she starts crying.
Okay. Transient. As you start, you said you're approaching Puddle, or were you
No,
approaching?
I was approaching the cop car where Puddle's dad was.
All right. So as you start walking over there, you do see the door get popped open by two smaller bodies of water as one of them sort of reforms and starts hugging Cyrus, who's looking a wee bit confused, ready to say something. What will you do?
I'm gonna approach the cop car and repair the door.
Nice. So after making sure that the everyone else is away from the door, you go ahead and give me that alchemy. That delicious, delicious alchemy roll.
Yeah, that's a 21.
Yep, that makes it. So looking at where the lock got popped and seeing the slight breaks in there, you can tell how easy it is would be to fix it with a welding tool. But you've got something better than a welding tool. You've got alchemy. So with I take it this is the part where you clap and
Yep.
shake.
Just simply touch the door and restore it to its original state.
Alrighty. I don't think you need to give me a roll for that at this point, right?
Nope, because the door can't resist.
Yep. The door melds perfectly back to the cop car, and you hear an audible click as it registers the signal to lock. The cop car is now back in one piece with nothing broken or nothing missing.
All right. I'll just stand guard here at this point. That'll be my turn.
Alrighty, hopping down over to Anger, who is not having any of what Spencer is getting at this point. I believe she's gonna slither over to where they're at and Puddles. What would you say would be her initial reaction to attempt to freeze, attempt to strike?
Oh no, everything around her is freezing. Because that's just the power of anger.
Just a constant cold field, huh?
Yeah, it's basically a constant cold field.
Can you tell me what rank it would be at?
Right now it's... I don't have anger built out, which I will need to do. But let me go to Puddle. Wait, what? Where is that? Right now it's just ice creation, so she's creating ice around her.
Okay, okay.
It
So she'll
is
start.
innate though. Oh no,
So
never
she'll
mind. I
still.
know what that is.
So you'll see Anger start approaching Spencer and the bullies that are technically petting and overpowering Spencer at the moment. As ice starts forming in different parts of the ground underneath the group.
Hmm.
I trying to figure out how to phrase this as the temperature does shift quickly with all that. Would it be a fortitude check if it's on? It's a fortitude check if it's on the body, right?
Yeah. Keep in mind it's a DC 11.
That's
So
fine, Spencer. I will also need you to give me a fortitude roll with the girls here,
The girls.
which looks like two failed.
Oh no, they're cold. Good thing they have a cat near them. This might have backfired on Anger.
All right, go ahead and give me that fortitude roll while I update the bullies.
Give me a second here. Fortitude, you said. Let me go ahead and take care of it. Fortitude is an 8. E. 9 plus 8. $24, DM.
All right, so while you do feel nips of cold trying to reach your skin, your naturally warm fur keeps it out. The girls around you, however, two of them seems to start shivering bad enough that they seem to like they're shivering hard enough to where they let go of you and seem to be more focused on trying to warm themselves up.
Oh no. Does this snap me out of my daze?
I will say yes, it does. As the other two are now hindered from the cold. From there, we go over to the family group. As Anger finishes her turn. The family group that's going around doing this like pseudo supermarket sweep with the pizza store starts gathering all these items around. And then their unique hysteria. Oh, wow, that just barely fails. It just barely fails. There is some weird clicking as Jace and Dahlia, from your guys' perspective, you can see them trying to take everything that they've grabbed in their supermarket sweep and try to put it together in front of the pizza shop. Thankfully, the weird statue that they're attempting to cobble together doesn't seem to be staying together. Back at the top of the round. No, wait, no, sorry. Next to Cyrus, sorry. Cyrus goes, Wilda, is that you? Hold on, wait, there's two of you. Wait, three? How? I don't remember having triplets, but I'm a father of three! As he hugs you.
4. 4.
Cyrus is still also under the effects of madness. Let him be.
3 girls.
Or he's revealing information that Des is not his child. Dun, dun, dun!
And we'll see what happens.
to be fair, we don't know where Des is right now.
He's somewhere in the store. Somewhere. Maybe.
But Cyrus does hug you back, Wilda, as he attempts to stand. And you do feel him sort of like drag you over to where over to where Anger is, but he's only able to move about 10 feet before stopping because he
They're in the same
really.
area.
Eh,
They popped the door, remember?
oh yeah. As he walks over to Droplet, and also gives her a hug. Once more, Droplet being indifferent, sort of doesn't.
This is acceptable.
Right, doesn't try to pull away, but doesn't push into the hug. Now we go back to the start of
Yeah.
the round. Spencer, how you holding up? Spencer, you're Gregging.
I was not gregging, I was peeing.
Oh, how you holding?
You didn't want to hear that. Anyways, let's get back to just putting on my painters. Let's see here. The girls are shivering. One of them is still holding on though. Let's see here. I am standing by what I said when I said that I would get them some armor. And I gave my sweater to that poor child who had lost their house and lived with their parents. So, let's see here. I'm still wearing pants, right?
Loosely, yes.
Hmm.
Technically, they're sweatpants.
They're sweatpants, you say? Do I notice that one of them has their sweater tied around their waist ever so slightly, like every white girl ever? Sorry, that was weird.
Yeah, especially in the early 2000s.
You see Katie do, and she's one of the ones that pulled away freezing.
Well, clearly that sweater is not doing her any good, but she's wearing it just fine. Yeah, Spencer, if you have it on your body, technically you're wearing it. He's still getting over that with Wilda.
Oh, goodness.
It's around my arm, yes, but that doesn't mean you're wearing it, Spencer. Nuh-uh. Anyways, let's see here. He's going to go ahead and pull those big ol' arms of his around them in a not so aggressive grapple check because they proved that they were nice and not all malicious. They just had some sort of problem with the clearly maniacal jabbering. So
Right.
the DC on that is, unless they choose to fail it, a DC of 18. And I have to make a grapple attack.
They
Correct?
probably won't resist if you say hug first or a similarly cute meow.
I've got an idea. I'm going to speak out and say on my turn in 6 seconds, hold on, grab onto me. We need to get out of here, right? Meow. There you go. There's your cop out, Edward.
All right, and I take it you're gonna wait until all the bullies grab you before you make your motion.
I am going to wait until all the bullies grab me so that I, Spencer, can make a will save using my movement.
So,
Good.
So what I'm hearing is you're making a will save while telling the girls to grab onto you, and then
Yeah.
next turn you're running, or
Basically, once they've grabbed onto me, I will take next turn as they've grabbed onto me to also secure them with my arms and then run. Well, it's not going to be like super speed. It's going to be enough to get them out of there, but still.
all right, go ahead and give me your wisdom save or will save.
Ding. +2. Well, no.
It is actually getting. You're actually getting quite used to only having one leg, and as you spread your arm to get tell them to hold on to you, you're standing on both legs, and you're finally feeling steady as you open one arm.
Well, one is better than none, as Dad always said. Wait, did he say 4?
All right. From there, we shift over to Droplet. Droplet, who is caught in a hug and just mildly not being antagonized by this, will politely tell her father, "Please let go. I got other things to do. Worry about the crying me." And she will attempt to move away from her father and move towards the bullies where Anger is at. Once she gets close to the Anger, she will attempt to speak. Try to quell Anger down, convince her that probably not focus on the idiot trio there. Let Spencer be.
Mm-hmm.
So double checking Droplets. What is her predisposed? Persuasion is a +1. Do you have? And you do no. That's a -1 on this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
-1. Attempted to.
No.
Should I even roll for Anger at this point, or should we just call it a no?
To be fair, I don't think Droplet would care what Anger was doing.
She would be completely different.
So Droplet gets over there and is ready to say something,
Mm-hmm.
but then just loses the will to say anything and just continues just being indifferent and watching the chaos it's unfolding.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, no, I'll have something next turn for Droplet.
All right, we switch over to the bullies now. The bullies who, listening to Spencer, all agree to grab onto him. One slightly less into it than the other two, but the girls are. The girls are too enamored by your cuteness. That's how I'm gonna roll it at. And they need. You said they need to roll what? Ignore that.
Could you repeat what you said? Sorry.
The girls, enamored by your cuteness, go to grab you. Was I supposed to roll anything?
I am not gonna resist. Again, probably enraging Anger to no end.
All right, so that's gonna be 3 grapple checks.
Which I'll pass because I'm not resisting.
Even that 3. That one's shivering quite bad. So you do feel 3 pairs of hands grab on you. One of them is like shivering real bad.
My God. They must really want to leave.
As they all huddle around you, trying to ignore this new winter chill that they all seem to be having. As we shift over to Jace. Jace, you are witnessing everything happening underneath you. You see Rock and Prime get just about 20 feet away from the slug dog, and you just watched Dahlia take a pot shot at it before switching over to the assault rifle. You also notice the family group over by the pizza shop are gathering a lot more materials than they should be, and are trying to combine it in some strange manner. What do you want to do?
Wait, was that me or someone else?
Jace.
Okay.
And Jace is Gregging.
Sorry. The only logical answer in this situation seems to be that I need to smite something. So with that in mind, I'm gonna wind back an arm And I'm gonna throw a lightning bolt after telling Rockin' Prime to engage.
So Rocket Prime will transform with your technology combined. I am Rocket Prime.
Let
And
me,
a lightning bolt. So
let
go
me
ahead.
find my feet again so I can throw this lightning bolt accurately. Okay. Let's see here. Lightning Bolt is a ranged attack with a +7.
D20 plus 7 versus their dodge.
All right, give me that lightning attack.
Give me a second. I'm typing it in. 14.
That's a single degree of success. So need to roll the damage, right?
Yeah.
18 for toughness check.
What's the damage on it?
Double checking lightning. Lightning bolt is damage +5. DC.
Is a 20 then.
All right, so that's 1 degree of failure. The jabbering maw has a bruise. Or the slug dog has a bruise.
The only appropriate answer at this point is to follow it up and tell Rocking Prime, blast it. So let me find where on this sheet I've got Rockin' Prime's ability to shoot. Okay, that is a +5. (1d20 plus 5). 21.
21 for the attack.
Yeah.
All right, that is a success. That is a 10. Let me double check the damage rate on that one.
I believe the damage rate on this one is 3.
With the laser pistol
Yeah.
or laser gun. All right, so that would be 18. So that is 2 degrees of failure. Nice. Makes it 2 bruises, and I want to say with the 2nd degree. I'm not seeing any notes on degrees on the laser pistol, so that's just the damage then, right?
Yeah.
All right, so it's at -2 for bruises.
Well, I mean, if it failed by 2 degrees, it's staggered. Or it's the next step.
Yes.
Sorry.
All right. No worries. Thank you.
That's fine.
I did not get a chance to freshen up, so I do apologize for being a bit behind on most of the information here.
Yeah, no, it's dazed. So it's got a bruise and it's dazed. If it gets one more daze before its turn, then it is staggered.
All right. So is that your turn, Jace?
Yeah, that's it. I'm just doing my best to kick the hell out of it.
All right, Dahlia, it is now your turn. You just witnessed Jace shoot at it with a lightning bolt, as well as Rockin' Prime fire with his lightning gun or laser pistol.
Rockin' Prime pulled out one of the Star Trek phasers and laid into it.
They sent phasers to eradicate.
That's a little aggressive for Rockin' Prime's personality, but alright.
He told him to engage. Oh yeah, probably a bit too violent. Could reduce it down to more set phases to apprehension. And it doesn't sound as fun. Anyway, Dahlia, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, she has her assault rifle out now, so she's gonna shoot it. I mean, what else do you expect?
Go ahead and start shooting.
All right. And the assault rifle, still gonna be the plus 11, but I get 5 shot. And the DC is 20. Alrighty.
That
18.
that hits.
Okay. That's a 1 degree of failure.
So that's another bruise.
All right. And here comes the second one. 29.
That is a hit.
All right. I think that's bad for it.
So that'd be 3 degrees of failure, so it's staggered now, plus another bruise.
All right. And again.
So 4
20.
phases now. No, wait, no. That's a 12.
Okay.
How many
And
degrees
this is
was that one?
what?
How many degrees was that one?
12. That's still. Well, the DC is 20, so I guess that's 1.
If it's 20, then that's technically 2 degrees.
Oh, okay. All right. Shot number 4.
Okay, so he's been moved to staggered.
30.
And that's a 10.
And that's still 2 degrees, right?
3 degrees now. That would have been added another stagger. The slug dog is officially unconscious.
And she takes a few steps towards it and says, I've got 1 bullet left. Someone tell me if I should use it. Does anyone answer?
Nice, the slug.
All right.
Yeah, Jace is the only one who is close enough to respond right now.
Can
All right,
I hear
so-
that?
What?
Can I hear it?
Spencer, you're still being held on to 3 bullied the 3 bullies, and are not on the rooftop.
That's fair
What is
enough. I
that?
have a short attention span.
Yeah, you're also getting pet, so yeah.
Yeah. Poor dog.
That one is a hit. I'm not gonna roll anything because it was already well past staggered. The last bullet you have that comes out of the chamber rocks straight down the slug dog from where the skull is all the way down to it is standing straight up, so it's just straight through the skull. And what emits from the wound is thankfully not a red mist, but rather a pink slurry. This slurry has no real meat chunks to it. If anything, it looks more gel-like in substance as it comes splattering out.
It's tubby custard. Someone will get that joke. Don't worry about it.
They haven't applied the green to the Nickelodeon GAC yet.
All right. So does the chaos stop? Ace.
You see the girls that are hugging Spencer seem to calm down. The officers that are standing around the unconscious buddy of the supposed judge, which is really just Officer Swindleson, as well as one of the other jury gentlemen that was exhausted, seem to also relax as they're starting to grab their coherency about the place. Cyrus himself also seems to calm down, going, "Wait, I came here to shop, didn't I? What is going on? Why are the cops here?" Wilda? Shoot, Wilda, you need to reform yourself now. Hurry. Thank you for saving me, Water Being. Seriously, great job. So many of you.
It's probably
Is initiative over?
Combat is over.
it's probably
Okay.
too early for the-
Okay, something has to happen before Wilder goes and reforms.
What?
So Indifferent goes up to Transient and says, "You know she likes you, right?" And then slithers off.
Transient, you're Gregging.
I've never been into the major
So there you go.
I've never been into the major shooting games besides Halo, so I don't know if this is too early for this reference, but target neutralized.
Transient gives a surprised face.
Is anger still angering?
Yes.
Yes, anger is still angering. The area is still cold and growing colder. Damn it.
By the second, you say. Well, then I'd better get these girls somewhere safe.
Yep, it's out of combat, so feel free to make actions as you like.
Well, I'm assuming my body is now formally responding to me.
Yes, you have all your limbs back again now. You're no longer trying to jog in place just to try to get your limbs to be all out. You with this with one move, one twist of the body just to double check where the sound of the jabbering went, you find all your limbs back to normal.
Jabbering. I'm going to go ahead and gently take them to the other side of the parking lot by lifting them all up in unison with my arms and moving.
Oh wow, that was a strange effect. Yeah, almost like we were busy doing something. What the heck are we doing now? Who's the mascot?
And then they stop suddenly. Thankfully, they did not get whiplash.
What?
Continue, Puddle.
What are we
Oh.
doing? I don't know. Where are we? Are we still in food sector?
Oh, Wilda would go after Indifferent
I'm sure she would.
and reform with her, and then she's 2/3 of herself. I realized Wilda was not 5'2". She's 4'11".
Whoa.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. So she'll get angry in a minute as anger tries and finds where Spencer took them.
Mascot! Yeah.
Okay, so so you're approaching Droplet.
Yeah.
Hey, good job out there. I guess. Might want to tell our angrier self that we don't need to be raging if you want. Oh, also, told Transient how you felt. Hope that's okay.
What?
Hmm.
I'm assuming Puddle is currently making noises that only dogs can hear.
Yes.
Only dogs and Spencer can hear right now.
Exactly.
So as everyone regains their bearings, starts coming around, the girls realizing, no, the girls that was dropped off in one place, trying to figure out what all they were doing and almost completely forgetting that they had an interaction with Wilda. Almost. You got reconverge back at the supermarket at the front. You do know that Red Wish is inside. You're not sure what the state of the supermarket is on the inside. You're not sure how much of the influence was going around. What would you guys like to do?
I'd like to make sure the girls get back to their families safely, or whatever they're doing.
This seems like a reasonable course of action, considering we don't want this information like getting around, and we don't want bad people taking use of it. So I'm just gonna gently fly down to the body of the dog slug, and I'm just gonna try and put a finger on either side of its head and run as much lightning between those two fingers as possible until it catches fire.
It doesn't take too long once you start trying to catch it on fire, as the chemical compounds of it seem to almost ignite on the first jolt, and the body that was and the body that is before you now seems to be cooking itself into nothing but ashes in a fast pace.
That's disturbingly convenient.
Almost like these things were set to explode just in case.
That was
Self-destruct
dark as
sequence
hell.
activated.
One more time.
Self-destruct that sequence activated.
Ah, yes.
I'm sorry, Hal. I can't let you do that. Anyways.
Dave. The answer is Dave. Not
Dave,
Hal.
sorry, I'm Saya. Let's see here. Are the girls startled that this mascot is putting them down, or
If you haven't left yet, if you're still in front of them, then yeah, they're still looking at you while also looking around trying to get their bearings. Where exactly did you drop them off at?
well, I saw where they came from, right?
They came from the other side of the supermarket.
Which is where I put them.
So you just ran around to the other side of the supermarket, still within the area of this whole situation. I mean, yeah, it's now coming down since the jabbering has stopped, but you just put them on the other side of the supermarket?
It's pretty much what I did, just kind of like, well, I saw them come from there in my head. So I just put them back where they came from, or so help me.
Okay.
So help me.
Exactly. So I set them down. I'm still there, kind of in front of them, and I go, "So you guys feeling better?"
As you start speaking, they stop looking around and look back at you. Feeling better? Feeling better from what? Yeah, what are you talking about? What's with your weird costume? Jeez. We better go before we start catching fleas. Come on, let's get out of here. As the three start walking away from you.
Have a nice day, and I walk right back to Wilda.
And there goes the Three Stooges.
Dahlia still floats them off from the roof, even though they can't see her. Just, on principle.
In Spencer's head, why'd they say I have fleas? I don't have fleas. Maybe they just think that I like to scratch myself. Well, I do. Technically, they just called me a cat. What nice people. They're so smart.
So with them walking away, Wilda, you do have your father with you.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, your mother has went inside the shop as well.
Yeah. I need to go grab Anger for changing
And
back.
anger does seem to be fuming that her target of her rage was shimmied away by the traitorous kitten boy.
Yeah.
Kitten boy.
If Spencer's back before she gets absorbed, Spencer will be called a bad kitty.
Yeah, he's back.
So Spencer, as you come back around the corner, you see the smaller ice-covered version of Wilda going, "Bad cat! There's a bad cat! Bad kitty!"
Each iteration of Bad Kitty immediately just shatters Spencer's happy spirits. Just immediately, just like, oh, just kind of shrinks down and gets on all fours, like a sad cat would. Like when you're basically like scolding like a dog, but it looks away guiltily.
Nice.
Exactly like that.
All right. Everyone else does see anger berating Spencer like this. Wilda, how will you respond?
No, he's a good kitty.
He's a cat. Was just doing what cats do.
Now that we're all together, I'm going to try and form us all back into one person.
Go ahead and give me a will check, please. Or yeah, will.
Yeah, because I don't think Anger wants to go back there. It's still a +2. Okay, 16.
So as you try to coalesce and date with yourselves, anger seeming to try to fight back. No, I don't want to do this. I need to rage. I need to. There's a very noticeable growl between all three of your stomachs, regardless of where they're at in your watery body. Zzz. Okay, maybe for lunch. And with that little quip there and indifferent giving a whatever, you feel yourself converge back into one body.
Then I go hide and become human again.
Thankfully, there's plenty of cop cars around that you can hide underneath.
Including the one that you damaged.
Was
No, that
damaged.
was fixed. That was fixed.
Right.
Doesn't change the fact that you damaged it at one point.
And when she comes up looking human, her face is absolutely red and she cannot look at Transient.
Transient's still a little blue screened right now.
All right. We better hurry inside. Your mother's waiting, and I'm sure where that funny little new friend of yours, the one with the blonde hair at? Just when I just met his parents, they were just bragging about. Very strange couple of folks. You do be careful if you ever visit, please. I don't know if one of them is a legitimate witch. The amount of baubles she wears, I can't even. Don't be disrespectful. You see Cyrus try to put on a face. You know, that theatric, like, put on a fake mask. All right, business dad is back. So let's go recon with mom and get you and you and you and you and you and you some proper school attire. Let's go.
Dahlia teleports down from the roof and says, "Hi, Mr. Dressel."
Yes, where'd you come from?
Around. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Hey, does anyone feel hungry?
Yeah. Food sounds real good right now.
So everyone goes in to the supermarket, the food courts area of the supermarkets. I say food court, but it's a giant supermarket. There's a couple of free sample booths at the very.
Have you seen some of the supermarkets that are around here? Everywhere but Walmart has an actual food court.
Yeah, you go. So there's a food. So yeah, at the food court, you do see a couple. Your guys' family members. You do see Red Wish sitting with his parents, not too far off, at a separate table. You do happen to see not Transient's parents. You see Iris. Oh, could have sworn that they were heading towards the mall. But they might have doubled back at this point once they found out you weren't there and said you were heading to the supermarket with your friends.
I was heading to the market with my friends.
So probably once you sat down, that's when you hear your name being called out before you see your mother beeline towards you. Kiddo, hey, easy.
It's not a kiddo.
No, it's not that. That was in real life. I'm still watching my roommate's kid.
Easy now.
I forgot your middle name, Dahlia. Remind me, Dahlia Blank Blake.
I don't think she has a middle name.
All right, Dahlia Blake, young lady, where were you this morning?
I told you I was going with my friends.
You were literally in the back seat of our vehicle. You don't tell me you just jumped out of a moving vehicle.
It was one of those things that you told me not to talk about, Mom.
And I also told you not to leave moving vehicles for health reasons.
Oh, what's it gonna do? Kill me?
Okay, both of you need to calm down. You both are hungry. Just how about I go grab us some burgers from Mickey D's over there, okay? Just calm down. Just calm down.
I'd like to note that when there's a mention of food, Spencer goes, I guess I'm a little hungry, and then his stomach growls loud enough to make the chairs vibrate.
It's not just that. You're in you happen to be standing in one of the echoey spots.
Yeah.
That just hit that perfect cacophony where everyone in the supermarket hears your stomach rumble. There's
Pretty
like
much.
a second of quietness before everyone resumes talking. Transient, I take it you're still standing by the front door?
No, I'm walking alongside Puddle, though I'm kind of looking around to see where Des is at.
At the current moment, you still do not see Des. Jace, are you still outside, or did you rejoin the group?
Probably
He's still on the roof.
I probably regrouped while all this was going on. Used the Rockin' Prime camouflage cloak to get down to the ground without being spotted.
Excellent. So, as you being the one that doesn't have much reason to have your attention pulled besides Spencer talking, you happen to pick up on one of your telepathic technopathic vibes of separate news reports going on about downtown entertainment area. Kiddo, I'm trying to make sure you're not holding something dangerous. Quit batting my hand. You pick up on the techno feed that a series of dog slugs have been popping up over in the entertainment area.
Now, on the one hand, our parents are all here, and we should really stick with them so that they don't get aggressive. On the other hand, I don't technically have parents here, and I know I'm supposed to go to school with everyone, but my motivation / complication is doing good. So I am probably going to actually, why the fuck didn't I think of this before? I would like to take advantage of the stupid bullshit thing we did last time, where we brought one of the trio under our wing, and I would like to see if I can help mobilize Daniel and Stringent to help with this bullshit.
Oh, so you're gonna make a couple of calls to the other guys. Okay.
I would like to mobilize the professionals.
So you send a technopathic message over to Daniel and Stringent, who are currently at your base. You did get a reply of, yeah, sure, we'll check it out. Just if it gets dangerous, don't expect us to stay there this whole time. We'll let you know what's going on.
Understood. Keep your wits about you. They seem to have some kind of brain scrambling thing.
Brain scrambling. What are we talking like?
It was making everyone here act very strangely. Like they tried to have an impromptu court session with just cops in the parking lot. And there were also girls forming a totem pole, T-pose.
You get a reply back. Noted. Alrighty.
Maybe take some earplugs with you. They seem to be making some kind of humming noise that's causing it.
You get a reply back with noted. Will do. Contact you once we once we investigate the area. Where at once more?
Was he asking where I'm at? Because that was very quick for me.
Yeah, sorry. He's asking where exactly is the issue at once more?
Downtown Entertainment District.
Understood. We'll let you know what's going on. Radio back in a few. As you feel the technopath go silent. I do apologize, guys. I'm probably gonna have to call it here.
Good place to stop in between scenes.
Yeah, this is actually a good place to stop.
Indeed it is.
All right. Thank you, guys. We will.
Bye,
One more time.
I'm saying bye to Twitch.
We will come back again in 2 weeks from now, and we hope to see you all here again. Thank you again for joining us here for Master Not. Hope you all have fun. See y'all next time.
See you next
Later.
Bye, y'all.